All right, so I pulled up. We are at CT Barber Expo. We are about to check into the hotel. You guys can see this is a really nice casino. Beautiful. My wife, Donna, the team over there, Beam and Sean Cuts hair, and Dre. So that's what we're eating over there. We're gonna eat there at Tao tonight. Ooh, it's gonna be good.
Excuse me, you cut the line. I was here first.
I ain't gonna lie, last time I stayed here, the room was bigger. The room was bigger in here last time. But it ain't horrible, it ain't bad. Rooms were super expensive though. For what you get, I do like that. Oh snap, look at the water, babe. You seen the view? It's a nice view. That's nice. And then that's the casino. That's the building. All right, we're gonna step out now. So you got the city. Sorry guys. So I remember this from last year. That's a bar, right?
Oh, that bar you can hear for the waterfall? Right.
Our host is coming to pick us up. Wow. Oh my God. Yo, what's the dessert?
It's a tomahawk.
Another tomahawk.
I'm gonna say the camera.
That's a fortune cookie, but it's like a crepe, right? Turn into a fortune cookie. So we gotta grab our fortune. We gotta grab our fortune.
Mine is blank. Wait, are you kidding? I'm just kidding.
Mine says try again, bucko.
Babe, let me see it. We are putting $200 on black.
What? Whose decision was it? Justine's decision.
Why is everybody pointing? Everybody's pointing at everyone else. There it is.
All right, let's go.
Wait, what do you?
We're gonna put this all on black. Need a new booking app? I'm getting ready to launch one. It's called Pi Booking, and before we get ready to launch it, we want to give you, the barber, an opportunity to own a piece of the pie. So instead of going to venture capitalists and big private money, we decided to come to you, the barbers in the industry. So we set up a website, investinpibooking.com, where you can learn all about it and you can have an opportunity to own a piece of it. Link will be in the description. Go check it out, man. Man, I had to come back to this window, man. It's a beautiful view. I feel like this place is in the middle of nowhere too, but it's gorgeous. Yo, so at this event, we'll have a booth, 245, we always have a booth come through, learn, we'll have people come here on stage. But Babyliss is releasing a new clipper called the Snap FX, the clipper and trimmer. I've had them for like a year. I think they're fire, I think they're dope. And tomorrow, my plan is to go over to the show floor, get Dennis, who, he's not the head engineer there, but he head of product development, I believe. He's a big influence in the products that are released with Babyliss and all that. And we're gonna talk to him, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna talk to him. He's gonna tell us about the new clipper, new trimmer. And if there's any other products out there like that, I'm gonna do the same thing with them. And hopefully you guys get a whole bunch of knowledge, because at these shows, especially the CT Barber Expo, that's where you're gonna get a lot of the hottest new releases. You're gonna be up close and personal with the people who help make these products available. You're gonna be close to a lot of the best educators in the world. And this is the shows that you go to and you respect their time, but you go to these shows and you take advantage of the time that you have there. And while we were here, saw Derek Fisher, I guess the WNBA team plays here at the arena here. So I think he's one of the coaches of the teams playing. We are at a different casino and resort. We about to go buy some clothes. He said he wanted Gucci or Louis. What'd you say?
Yeah. Maybe some Prada.
Some Prada. Danny forgot his attire for the Grammys tonight.
My shirt, my tie. Hey, you know what I was just thinking? Connecticut is the first time we met Sean.
Is it? Oh yeah.
First time I met you.
Yeah.
That's where we.
This is where the magic happened though.
And you just wanted a stage to cut off.
With all the Power Men.
So the reason why we're going to the Grammys is because I got nominated for the Educator of the Year. So tonight we find out who wins Educator of the Year. And then Bones got nominated for, is it positive influencer? Positive influencer. Is anybody else? Who else got nominated that we know of? What?
If you don't win, I'm not sitting next to you the rest of the night.
Alright, so this is the other casino they got out here.
Pour a drink on him.
Really pour a drink on me, throw it at me, and then walk out.
Make a scene like the.
Make a scene?
How embarrassing. That's what she's gonna say.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. Race cars. That's nice as the Mohegan. Yo, so I think this is gonna be a short vlog, but one of the things that's been on my mind is being the best version of your current self that you could possibly be. And that might mean whatever you guys are doing is your purpose. You gotta move in your purpose the best of your ability. I think right now, you know, we're going on tour. I got Fort Worth that sold out already, Pensacola. And what I've been really focusing on is helping barbers with their business. Just becoming that person that they see as successful. And one of the ways that I'm doing that is I'm going on tour and we're gonna be on stage and speaking and teaching a 3-hour class, right? 2.5-hour class. And I'm using keynotes and I'll be on stage and I'm just speaking to people. I think that right now what I wanna do is become as great as I can be as a keynote speaker. And, you know, keynotes are a very specific thing. It's obviously the most famous keynote speaker is the one who invented keynotes, and that's Steve Jobs, right? I remember having this attitude with barbering, with the brands that we've built. I had that attitude with YouTube and barbering with YouTube. And now I feel like I have that same concept, that same mindset with teaching. But now it's so much more, especially when we're doing these tours and we're publicly speaking in front of people and we're having keynotes and stuff. Like, that's now my thing. You gotta identify what your thing is. And right now, it may be you want to be an educator. Well, damn, you better, if that's your purpose right now, you better dig deep, man, and become the best educator you can be. It might be barbering. You better be the best possible barber you can be. Part of that is emulating the best that came before you and evolving. That's how the world worked. You evolved, you know, with what you evolved from the people before you, what they did. And so I think barbers are getting amazing. They're getting better. You guys are watching YouTubers like Sean, like Beam back there, and you guys are evolving from the things that they've done and becoming better. But just be passionate, man, and just be obsessed and aim every single day to get better at whatever your purpose is right now. I think ultimately if you do that, you'll find self-discoveries, you'll evolve as a person, and every day you're just gonna be much more valuable to the people you love and the things you care about. Yeah, man, kind of what's been on my mind. Brooks Brothers, Old Navy outlet. It's like a smash place. Got the Hilfiger there at every outlet. I don't know if that's good for branding. To always be at an outlet mall? I don't know. Like, you would never see a Gucci at an outlet mall. And by the way, your purpose can be many different things. It's in the moment, right? So if you're in the barbershop, your purpose is whatever you define is your purpose. It could be making your clients feel great, feel better. It could be you want to give out the best quality possible. Do whatever it is, but you know, that could be your purpose in that moment. But when you get home, if you got a family, your purpose could be the best father and husband you can be. So just want to clarify that. And I think that I want to end this vlog with telling you, if you're going to the CT Barber Expo, kind of giving you guys some tips on, you know, what to expect. So tonight is the Barber Grammys. It's an award ceremony, but it's also a networking event, a gathering. It's a great time. Like, you know, there's music playing. It's a dope vibe. The last time we went, even though everybody didn't really know each other, it felt like everybody knew each other. It almost felt like a family reunion. It was crazy. You've been on the fence about going to something like that? Definitely go. The next day, Sunday, is Sunday mornings when all the education, mostly the haircutting education begins. They open up the doors to the actual convention. And that's where you see all the big brands, big events, all that great stuff. And then I think there's gonna be a party, which I think is Pacino's party. And then after that, on Monday, is the business classes, so all the business stuff. And then they open up the convention center again. And typically the last day, it's a little bit more quieter, but I like it because it doesn't feel so chaotic, and you can really, I think if you're trying to meet somebody, if you're trying to conversate with someone, Monday's the best day to do it because it's not so chaotic. Hey, Sean, quick question for you. You're not prepared for this. What would you say? Because I feel like Danny mentioned this earlier, how you took advantage of CT Barber Expo, and I feel like you put yourself in a position where you're at today. Yeah. So what kind of tips would you give somebody who's coming to CT Barber Expo, who are trying to level up? What would you recommend? Because you've actually done this.
So specifically that, at that show, I'll never forget Danny telling me and put it into perspective with me that, you know, the phrase that you always hear is like, it's about who you know. And he said, it's not about who you know, it's about who knows you. And that was powerful and I'm learning that now from the other side of it, being at the booth, like how many people come up and want to talk to you and whatever. So there's got to be something to make yourself stand out and be memorable. And at that time, at that CT, I had been around you guys 4 and 5 and 6 times at that point. So my face was familiar. It was obvious that I was, you know, making the effort to get out and do things like that. So now he knew me, not I just knew you guys. You
That's
know what I mean?
facts,
So like
bro.
that, and that's the key, right? There's gonna be 20,000 people at this expo that are gonna come say, "What's up, Bosio?" So like, how do you stand out as somebody that you're gonna remember, and what is it that makes you stand out?
And you know what? Like, it might not be the first show you go to, and
Definitely not.
I think a lot of people get they get offended, they get hurt by that. Like these are people that if they're worth networking with, a lot of people want to network with them, right? And so they're not going to remember your face the first time.
Well, and I'm like I said, now I'm on the other side of that, and I want to be the guy that remembers everybody, but it's like it's impossible.
Yeah.
So like, how do you stand out? And there are people that I remember for different reasons.
Yep.
And like, you got to find whatever it is that your value is that you can show to
That's
make you
nuggets.
stand out from all the other 20,000 people that are going to come by the booth.
That's bars, bro. I appreciate that. Yo, go subscribe to Sean Cuts Hair. Y'all should already know.
Give me the 50K.
Yeah, let's get to 50K, y'all. All right, man.
You need to go